Alright, we're recording. Hey everybody, Dan on paper here, trying something a little different. I threw out a feeler on the old Facebook. Obviously I'm not at a level of millions and millions of followers. Million, we'll put a million right up here. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually going to edit this one probably. But regardless, I wanted to see what my friends, hopefully people that will support me, would ask me given an open forum, anything and everything. So I'm going to read some of your questions, simple and easy. What would be a question you'd be afraid to tell the truth on? Simple, that question. Don't need that. Simple enough. What else do you need? If you would get a free, if you got, I can't read. There's should have been a question that I cannot read. If you were given a free plane ticket to go anywhere, where would you go and why? I've always said I want to go shark diving in, like, off the coast of South Africa or Australia, so that'd be awesome. Japan. But I want to go see great whites, so I'm going, like, South Africa just because that's where they're supposed to be the most of. But when that new movie, and maybe we'll throw it up here somewhere, 47 Meters Deep comes out, we'll see if that jades my opinion. You have been given the opportunity to create your own half-hour TV show. What is it called and what's the premise? Well, I'm thinking the premise is a lot of what I do here, whatever I want. But I have a love-hate relationship with Chris Hardwick, even though I've never met the man. I hate the man. I love the man. Just like the Talking Dead show where he gets to just, well, on his new show that I haven't watched yet, where it's his, like, podcast TV show. That'd just be awesome. Be able to interview people, talk about whatever you want. But ideally, in a perfect world, if I could do whatever, I would want to resurrect, like, Attack of the Show, because I missed that. That had a little bit of everything, and I loved it, and I missed it. I miss you, Kevin. I miss all of you. Not Olivia. Sorry, I don't. Which superhero media do you feel is the most true to comics? TV, films, or animated shows? Well, the most true to comics is comics. But even then, continuity. It goes into the question of why I don't read comics. There's so many different, like, stories, arcs, and yeah, my hair's gonna do whatever I want it to. Floof it. As of tomorrow, though, this probably won't be floofing the way it is. But, ADD, get sidetracked. Comics. I don't know. Marvel has a better movie aspect. DC has a better animated series. And I love The Walking Dead for the TV show, even though they don't need to follow the comics away. But, like, shows like Preacher. I don't read the Game of Thrones books, but everybody loves the show, so that's got to mean something. So, but if I had to choose, it's TV. Just because. There's more examples. But then again, Walking Dead is not superhero media. So, if it's superhero media, movies. Or TV shows. Or both. I don't know. You tell me. Goku versus Superman. Neither? I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. Superman's Superman. Are we near the sun? Because doesn't Superman get his power from the sun? So I think that is a question all about where the fight takes place. Who would make a cuter couple? Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, or Claire Redfield and Leon Kennedy? Ooh. Leon and Claire, just because I like Resident Evil 2 more, and I like Leon's hair more. I don't know. Why why do you pronounce the word buffet? It's buffet. I don't care what you say. Incorrectly. Now, how do you pronounce buffet? Is it because there's too many F's in there? I don't know. It's either buffet or Jimmy Buffett. Either way, it's all you can eat, and that's what matters. Who is your favorite celebrity to meet at a con? I don't know. That's a thinker. Strangely, I'm gonna go with my first convention that I went to. Billy West, or he was really good to me. He was good to talk to. But Doug Jones, he was awesome. The Undertaker. There's so many. It's hard to choose. I already said why I don't read comics. Here we have a good one. What is the coolest thing you have signed? Now, I have to look around, because obviously I've alluded to it. I am surrounded by stuff, cool stuff. stuff that I've acquired from conventions. Floof the hair a little bit here. A little floofage as I scratch my forehead. Okay, well, weirdest thing I have signed. I'm gonna go with weirdest first. And I'm gonna take you on a journey with me. So let's go on a journey here. Where are we at? Hey, hi. Here's a journey. The weirdest thing we have signed. Bear with me here. Just gotta move some shit. Is boom. Wait. I can't center this too well. Whatever. There we go. I have a pair of boxers signed by Troy Baker. Pardon if the audio is a little mixed mash from that. Maybe we'll edit that up a little bit. Maybe. I could have done a picture, but I'll take you on a journey. But yeah, we got a pair of boxers that I got signed by Troy Baker at C2E2, which definitely a big fan of that. That would be the weirdest thing. The coolest thing is actually something that I do not properly have. Oh, what am I doing? I'm moving a dongle because it was annoying me. ADD. I've told you that. The coolest thing, I have to set down the mic for it. I'm not going to take you on an adventure. I'm going to bring the adventure to you. Now, I personally think this... Oh, excuse me. I had to get my crouch back on. The coolest thing is actually... it looks dusty, but I don't think it is. I have no idea. Yeah, a little dusty. Is this. I think this is probably the coolest thing I have signed. The Boondock Saints poster signed by 3 of the actors is awesome, but this is one of my favorite things, even over my PopCap signed by Stan Lee. Because this is my urn signed by The Undertaker. And photo of me and The Undertaker holding the urn. Alright, so this is probably one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing. It doesn't open, sad face, you know, but I am a huge fan of this, and I'm kind of sad that it's really not on display, and I think I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to try to have it on display more. It's just sitting on a little shelf over there, and it does, for the coolest thing I got signed, again, rest in peace. I wish I actually had this properly on display, and I'm going to grant that wish. Granting wishes every day. What has been your favorite con trip? I'm going with just the first one ever, when I went to Metacon. Back to meeting Billy West, and just, it was the first convention I ever been to. It was a fun one. I liked it. If you could travel anywhere in time, where would you travel? Well, if I could travel in time sometime, I would travel to the end of all of mankind. Next question. What was the most difficult cosplay I've made? Well, I don't like make all of mine. I have help from friends, so most difficult to make though. I don't know, Handsome Jack, and if I have a photo, I'll put it there. That one was, I'm proud of it because I made that one on short notice. If I edit properly and like throw somewhere, the Genome Soldier I did recently was pretty good, just because I had to piece a lot of that together quickly. I don't know, they're all fun in there for different reasons. I like them though. I'm always working on something. Been to a lot of conventions, but who's somebody I still would like to meet? Well, obviously there's the elephant in the room, Mr. Will Friedle. Will Friedle. Took a trip to Columbus, Ohio. Many of my friends know that story. Didn't pan out well, and he was the main reason I went. I still went because he canceled 4 days before my flight left, or was supposed to leave, and yeah, that's not refundable, so I still went. Still made the best of it, though, you know. I got to meet Ross Marquand, Emily Kinley from The Walking Dead. Got a photo with Dave Bautista, so got a hug from, I can't think of his name right now, the guy who plays Merle. Bleh, he's right here somewhere. He's not here in the background, but there'll be a photo here. Bleh. Michael Rooker. There we go. Michael Rooker. Bleh. Michael Rooker. We'll put his name. Maybe we'll put some stars. But yeah, so I made the best of the situation. But definitely Wilfredo is still on my list because I love Batman Beyond. That is one of my favorites. Um, yeah, and also I either of them, but Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon. Just Dan Harmon's the one who does the whatever one does the voices, but both of them. Obviously, Rick and Morty. I would love had a conversation today. Actually, not today, a while ago. You don't know that anything's different. Nothing. Nothing. Why would you suspect anything is different? It's weird. But yeah, it'd be cool to get a like a recording for my phone from Rick, or even like a notification, like an alarm from Morty. Just hey, you kind of gotta get up now. You know it's a little early. I can't do a good Morty, but you know it'd be nice if Rick's like you got a message on your phone. You got a message. I can't do a good Rick either, so I'm sorry. But either of them, that'd be kind of cool to meet. Next question: why is something off about this clip? Nothing's off. What are you what are you what are you insinuating? What do you think I did? Next question. Next we have what is your favorite series? Now a question a little bit earlier. I talked about Will Friedle, talked about Batman Beyond, of course. Hell, wearing a Batman shirt. But yeah, I love Batman Beyond. Mentioned in the same question, Rick and Morty. Huge fan of Rick and Morty. The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. I've met countless cast members. Obviously, you know, we got work done here on the arm. Um, Other than that, Doctor Who. Obviously, I love Doctor Who. I don't have the photos up anymore at the moment, but we got to meet a few people from that. So it's part of the thing I like about conventions, getting the chance to meet these people, get some cool stuff, things signed. So my room, you can see some of it in the background. Like we have the poster here. We'll get into that. That'll be a next question. Next question. Going back to the other question from earlier, talking about like the hardest cosplays, and I said I always like to be tinkering. I always like to work on stuff. Um, I didn't mention, and I feel sad that I didn't mention. I had to retrospect this one. The biker. I have yet to actually like wear it to a convention, which is unfortunately a lot of the things. But I am a huge fan. I did the painting of the helmet. If I think about it, I'll throw a photo, maybe one of those, if not both. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some poses. Maybe I'll don it in editing and I'll take a picture. But I was a big fan of doing that. I haven't tinted the visor yet, um, but I like the overall of it. And somewhat recently, and again, you're questioning the timeline here. Why are you questioning the timeline? Don't. Is I'm quite proud of this. Now I don't know how well it's going to show. It shows pretty well. This used to be an all white. You know what? If we're gonna go weird, might as well go all out. Isn't that like my mantra or something? There we go. Actually shows it pretty well. I need to do a little bit more straightening of the ears, but this was an all white mask, and the ears here were pink and very floppy. I had to put some wiring in it. Did all the painting myself. I'm quite happy with it. It needs a little bit of fine tuning just on the ears and maybe a little bit more over the pink, but I'm a big fan of that. I made that, obviously, if you don't know, maybe a splicer, as a little mask, because one of my friends has the actual splicer mask, and I didn't buy it when it was cheap, and it's now worth a lot more, so I'm not going to be buying it off of him. Instead, I made my own with a $4 or $5 mask from Amazon and a gold pen and some white paint, so quite proud of that as well. But yeah, I always like to be working on a project, an accessory. I find it entertaining, little things to do. Here's a good question. If you could meet anybody that's no longer with us, who would you meet? That is a good one. Like, I know I mentioned some people I still would like to meet, but people that aren't with us anymore, Ooh. We've lost a lot of people, unfortunately. Most recently, one that comes to mind, again, big Doctor Who fan, um, fan of Aliens, fan of a lot of stuff he's done, Snowpiercer. John Hurt is one that sucks that I will never get the chance. Uh, Never get the chance to meet that man. Adam West, he passed away. Not gonna, and I won't get that chance. So there's a lot of people, and even if we go outside of the whole pop culture world, if you just want to be like history in general, if you want to say anybody, if you want to open up that door, like, geez, Einstein, he would be cool. Edgar Allan Poe, whoever Sherlock Holmes was inspired by, unless that was his real name. I don't know. I need like a Wikipedia for that one. Not looking at anything in particular. That's an idea for another day. That's a different video. Ignore that. You didn't see what I was looking at. I was looking at nothing. Stuff. Things. Am I rocking dangerously close to you? But yeah, Edgar Allan Poe would be really awesome to meet. He'd be really cool. Him and John Hurt. Yeah. I think that'd be awesome. Next question. Alright, interesting question. Hey Dan, what the fuck are you? Okay. What am I? What do you mean? I know exactly what the question means. It's just asking a general question. It's just worded weirdly. What am I? I am many things. But mainly I'm Irish, Swedish, and Norwegian. So, you know, I got that Viking blood. A drunken Viking who talks funny. I don't really know enough about I know like Norwegians a little bit. I don't know language. I know nothing of that. Fuck that. I don't know. But like Irish, you know, Irish are drunks. I drink here and there a little bit. You've probably seen the videos by now. The one video. No, well, it's 5 videos, but you know they're progressively getting worse in that one night. But that was a fun night. Swedish and Norwegian, like, you know, I'm guessing Viking type people. We are warriors. We fight. We eat meatballs in Sweden. My grandma's very, very Swedish, you know. And my mom was adopted, so obviously I grew up with those grandparents. Yeah. And I met my mom's real dad once. A long time ago. Yeah. Now for a interesting question, which I know why it was asked, and I had to assemble a couple props to better illustrate a point here, and I don't know what that point is at this moment, but it's a very simple question. Best in the world, or it's Morphin Time? Well, best in the world. And I'm sorry, no frame for that one yet. Or, oh wait, this says best in the world. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that answered that question. But I can see myself in a reflection. Not a vampire. That's a plus. But it's very simple, and I know why it's asked, so I don't want to see the reflection. I don't. There we go. So, Morphin Time / Best in the World, or Clobberin' Time, because that's all he wrote. To Dan. Oh yeah, he didn't ask. Weird. So obviously that invokes a very simple question of that. Nothing against the man. He obviously didn't want to take the joke the way I wanted it, which I can get. Fine. But it still alludes to the whole which is which in yeah, JDF. Yeah. I got my comic signed by Punk. I got my Thor annual. I got a picture of him signed. That's it. He didn't like. I didn't think to be like, hey, can you make this up to Dan? But you know, I'm sure he was not super thrilled. He's like, oh yeah, I can take a joke. Yeah, but no, he didn't want to write. I wanted him to write It's Morphin Time, and I told him he can even cross off Morphin and write whatever the hell he wants, more or less. But obviously, he didn't want to do that. You know, says there's no. He says there's no beef or anything, but you know, if you see my video from the future, because this was filmed in the past, there's a little comment about that. So we're gonna leave that one there. Okay. Well, Caroline, I'm not going to read your question because this is a family-friendly. Not really. It's not a family-friendly channel, but at the same time, you know. I'm going to leave it at that for now, and you know the question that you asked. To answer your question of why, because it is. Is that a good enough answer? I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't know. So there's your answer for that one. Next question. My hands are, I'm not holding anything, so, you know, by now you might have figured out what's going on. Why do you enjoy watching wrestling? Microphone asked me that question. You didn't hear it? I did. Yeah, I heard it. Obviously that's alluding to the whole, well, you know, it's staged, it's predetermined. It is. I don't know. I've just, I enjoy, like, baseball. Oh, you hit a ball. Good job. Football, you threw a ball, you ran. Something about wrestling, like, yeah, they're not trying to kill each other, but it's just, it's sports entertainment. They're putting on a show like you're not going to see anywhere else. Like UFC obviously falls under the same, like, why do I like UFC? Same reason, only it's more violent. A lot more violent. But just professional wrestling, just I don't know, find it entertaining, you know? Like there's times where it's boring, but some people like Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, these guys are athletic. They can do some amazing things that, like Sami Zayn's little dive through the turnbuckle DDT that he does like outside the ring. Let's see some of your big linebackers that, oh, I caught the ball and ran. Let's see them do it. It's like, it's some good shit. And the argument of whether it's about, well, we know it's predetermined. We know that. That's not the argument. It's, why do you enjoy it even though it's, you know, it's predetermined? I don't know the outcome. I'm not a little kid, so, you know, I tend to try to process it and try to anticipate it, but I don't know. I didn't make the match. I didn't sign to be like, this guy's gonna win. Dot. I didn't do that. So, you know, I find it entertaining for that. And, like, yeah, sometimes I can kind of predict stuff. You know, I've gotten pretty good at watching it. You know, oh, false finish, 1, 2, oh, he kicked out, oh. I know. But sometimes they catch me off guard, like, oh, shit, that happened. Didn't see that coming. So, it's because it's entertaining. Why do you find anything you watch? And, like, why do you watch anything you like? It's entertaining. It's all you need. Right? Next question. It's big. Hey, can I get a Mountain Dew? Is Mellow Yellow okay? No. No, it's not. No. There's a mannequin head looking at me. It's made of foam. Next question. Somewhere, A, B, C. There it is. I own the Dead Space series. I own 1, 2, and 3, and then I have Extraction on my hard drive because it was released for the move. I would like to see for like the PS4 and the Xbox One, entire like Dead Space remastered set, Dead Space 1, 2, 3, and for PS4 because we got the move. Let us toss in Extraction. And hell, throw in that little puzzle one too. Why not? That'd be kind of cool. Hey Dan, what's your favorite movie? That's a bit personal, I think, right? No, not really. That is a really that's a hard question as well. All these it's hard questions. Hard questions. My instinct is to jump to Terminator 2. I love Terminator 2. It held up. It's CG. It's everything it did. Yeah. Anyway, that was reading some of your questions. Short, sweet, and simple. Hope I get more. Want to do more. It's fun. Something different, Something different to do. And that's what matters. Until next time, do all those things and more. I'm Dan on paper. See you later.